Hi everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host Sheridan Nichols, and it's great to have you with us today. And I'm also excited about our first guest, Christina Blevins from Community Development. She always has great news, and this is great for all of you to know. So we've got another neighborhood grant, and this is the third year. So tell us about this program and how people can get involved.
Well, we're really excited. As you said, this is the third year for the neighborhood grant program, and it is a small grant of $5,000, but it goes to enhance your neighborhood, and it can be artwork, it can be something to help with visibility, it can be something that you wanted to start in your neighborhood. There's a ton of different choices, but again, it's for $5,000, and applications are open until the end of June. I think it's June 28th, and in July, the CDAC committee, our Community Development Advisory Committee, will actually meet and discuss the applications, and then City Council will officially award the grant to a neighborhood, an organization, or it can be religious, and basically in September you'll get $5,000. So we're asking people if they even have ideas and they want to meet with the different departments of the city to come and talk to us, and you just have to get 5 people in your neighborhood to support it. And then so we think it's a really fun thing, it's something different, and we think that it'll improve on a smaller scale
yeah, I mean, inch by inch, and definitely it's a good way if you don't know your neighbors to go and meet them. This would be a great way, and everybody wants their neighborhood looking nice because it increases, you know, everything about the
vitality
neighborhood.
Of the area. And you know, the first grant was to Middlebrook. Their entryway has lighting, and some other features that weren't there before. The second one, the Junior League of Bristol, partnered with Boy Scouts of America, and they're actually doing 5 little free libraries at all the elementary schools, the 5 elementary schools in the city. So, you know, it doesn't have to just be one neighborhood. It can be something that creates throughout the city.
And I'm sure that they can find more information online and
kind
of read up about it, so that
Their
you
website.
can get creative if you want to. But some neighborhoods just need some more trees and lighting, like you said, and then other neighborhoods, you know, sky's the limit. They could get a little bit creative. And
well, and that's what we want to see. We want people to come out with that creativity, you know, of course benches and lighting and bike routes, those things are important too, but you know, I think the CDAC committee wants to see some original ideas, and let's just make it happen.
This is great. So now we started this 3 years ago, and I'm sure it will just continue to grow and flourish.
I hope so. We love to get a lot of applications. You know, in the past we've had less than 5, but we'd really like to have people involvement, and people kind of get behind this grant application process.
Well, that's great, Christina. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And definitely jump online and check out the application process. We have plenty of time until they're due. So this gives you time to go around the neighborhood and bring everybody some warm chocolate chip cookies.
That's right.
Plan a neighborhood meeting. So thank you so much for being on today. And thank you for staying with us. We'll be right back. Hi everyone, I'm Sheridan Nichols. I'm your host of Inside Bristol, and welcome back. And this is really exciting. We have 2 new people on the show today, so get ready. This is going to be an exciting interview. We've got David Nelson and we've got Edwin Williams. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
And this is a new topic for all of us, but certainly not necessarily one to you all. You guys have been talking about this for a couple of years, it sounds like. So there is a festival coming up, so any of you that have a little bit of an entrepreneurial spirit about you, you're not going to want to miss this segment. Who wants to start? Tell us a little bit about this organization, the background about it. You can just take turns.
Definitely.
No fighting.
Sure, no
So we'll start with David. He's closer.
Definitely. Well, Startup Tri-Cities is an organization of entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. Everybody that's kind of a founding or organizer in the organization is a entrepreneur. They have their own business they're actively running. And the Startup Tri-Cities has teamed up with the Bristol Chamber of Commerce as well as the cities of Bristol to bring a small piece of the vibrant Austin, Texas startup scene to the Tri-Cities in Bristol. And so it's a festival that's going to be taking place over 3 days in the first week of May. And it is all centered around the idea of if you want to start a business, you're wanting to take that first leap, but you're not sure what all is out there to help you do that. We're going to connect you to those resources. On Friday, we're going to be doing some networking events, and all day Saturday, we're going to have a series of events about celebrating all the successes and helping people grow their businesses in the Tri-Cities.
That's great. Now, obviously, both of you have your own businesses, and have you for a while?
Yes, absolutely. How long have you been going?
So since everything, I'd say now 4 years,
4 years, yeah.
Including all the testing and all of that goes into before a product launch.
Definitely, and we've been running the Brew Fund for just about 1.5 years right now, but we've also been doing our consulting business for about 5 years.
And then what about the two of you? How did you all meet and kind of brainstorm this idea?
We met actually in Spark Plaza, downtown Johnson City, and when I first met David, I actually held him up as this rock star of tech in Johnson City. And I did the co-starters class. He came in and talked. I ended up getting 6 months free in Spark Plaza, moving to Spark Plaza, and then that's how we started collaborating and talking.
And it's great, and I think people, we used to have this traditional feel of what business used to look like, and I think we've all realized with technology and just changes, people aren't necessarily staying with one company for 30 years anymore, and are wanting more diversification, and have great ideas and really don't necessarily know how to get moving with them, and there really are a lot of resources.
Absolutely, and I think that's kind of one thing that when we first started talking at our co-working space, is that there is so much out there, but people don't know about it. And there's kind of two problems. People don't know about the resources out there to get you help, and then also entrepreneurs are great at putting their head down and just working on their own business, trying to get through every hurdle that they can. But they're not always great at reaching out, talking to people, asking for support or help. And really, whenever you get entrepreneurs together, just with Edwin and I talking for the last couple of years, we help each other out on a daily basis, and so when we apply that to a bigger group, you see much better chances of success, much more growth, and just some really interesting discussions that lead to who knows what. So I think that entrepreneurial spirit is definitely very alive here, and people just don't know it.
Yeah, I love that. We were sort of discussing that before we started rolling, that basically, there are a lot of really neat entrepreneurs in our region, and a lot of us just don't even know about them, or maybe just take it for granted and don't think about that process. So. And
I think some people think it can't be done here. I think they see it as the Silicon Valley and those different areas are really the place where it has to happen. But we're finding out more and more that's not true. If you have a computer or you have a great idea for a small business, you can truly build something that you either live off of, enjoy, and help your community grow, or you maybe scale up to possibly change the world. You have no idea, and it's all possible right here.
And that's one thing also I want to make clear to our viewers, is that this event and Startup Tri-Cities is not just for tech. It's for all entrepreneurs. Anyone who wants to start a small business, it's to help them get through the initial parts, or if they have it, grow, meet like-minded individuals, and just have a good time. So.
That's great. Now tell us a little bit about the festival itself. It's in the beginning of May, so the exact dates on that.
Yeah, May 3rd is going to be, that Thursday is going to be centered on the getting started, kind of like our launch Thursday type of event, where if you're just thinking about someday taking that leap to do something on your own or doing a side business, it's great. We have legal workshops, accounting workshops, just basic formation workshops. How do you get your social media started? How do you reach out to your first employee to hire people? And so that will be happening all over the Tri-Cities. And so each place at different times, you can hopefully attend multiple events. And then Friday is mostly just networking. There's LeaderCast going on as well on Friday at Eastman, which is also a great event. And then on Saturday, it's a full day of just, we have multiple tracks of different speakers from the local area. We have opportunities to meet people that have been highly successful, or people run into or overcome great challenges. And also, it's just a networking part. Sometimes you need a new customer. You might find the best partner or customer, or link to a new event right there at that festival.
Gosh, that's great. Now, how much does it cost?
Oh, the festival is free.
Oh,
well,
okay.
Everything that Startup Tri-Cities does is free, and also the festival in following with the Austin tech scene is free. The talks are free, the events are free.
This is great. So it's just a wonderful way. I know that they used to do something similar, years ago at the chamber. And then, they've sort of reprogrammed this, but it's wonderful to see like just community members coming together and, we all have strengths and weaknesses, and this is really a chance where you can kind of, tap into all of those from a lot of different people and different types of businesses.
Sure. And I think it's great that like Startup Tri-Cities being the entrepreneurs helping each other out is a piece of that, but we really can't do it without all the other organizations from Excel Now to Innovation Lab, HBDC, the co-working spots. I mean, everybody comes together, and I think with us being the entrepreneurs and kind of being that glue that everybody comes to, it really helps the word get out of what all is out there. And so I'm really looking forward to this festival being that opportunity to really connect people to the resources we have. It's very frustrating to me to still meet people that say, "Oh, I didn't know that existed. I didn't know I could go talk to the small business development centers. I didn't know that was an option." And we have all that right here, and it's been grown over many years. And I think now that there's this excitement in the Tri-Cities of wanting to build your own business, people are taking that leap more and more. And I think now we can just empower them and help them out and help each other out, and we'll see a much more vibrant, great place.
I do want to make a quick correction. I think LeaderCast you have to buy a ticket for.
LeaderCast
okay.
is, they do have their ticket pricing with that.
Oh, okay.
And I'll also say that we couldn't have done, or couldn't have brought, or really run this festival at all without Bristol Chamber of Commerce and the cities of
Yes,
Bristol. They've been
they're
very
always
integral. They've
so
been-
helpful.
Absolutely.
Which is great. So now we've got you hooked, and everybody's ready to come and be a part of this festival. How do they register?
Sure. We have our website, startuptri.com, so that you can visit that. That has all the events listed, and we'll be releasing our schedule later this week. And then all our RSVPs and everything else will be on Eventbrite. And so, you do have to register for the event, let us know you're coming, but after that, we'll take care of you and connect you to all the other events that are out there as well.
And it's nice too, so it will be around the Tri-Cities, except for the Saturday will be in Bristol.
In Bristol, yes.
So, well, this
Absolutely.
is fantastic. Well, I wish you both the best of luck
Thank you.
with your companies, and
Thank you so much.
we're all excited about what you're doing for our community. It really is making a difference. So,
Yeah, we're just excited for this opportunity to talk and be here, so thank you guys so much.
And who knows, maybe the next Steve Jobs may show up, start their company, and 10 years from now, like, started in Bristol.
Yeah.
that would be so great, wouldn't it?
Great.
We're all vying for that. That's fantastic. Well, thank you, David. Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Edwin,
much.
for
Thank you
being
so
with
much.
us. And thank you for tuning in. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to the show. Well, joining me now is Malin Luttrell. Thank you so much for being here today. And he needs some help. So we are a community that loves to pitch in and help out. And so what's going on? We need some host families.
Yes, we have an urgent need this year for host families. We always need a few, but in the last few weeks, a lot of our current host families said they're not going to be able to participate in the program this year. So obviously, the temperature level has risen, and we need that reach out in the community and get some good folks to pitch in and give us a hand this year. This program is so important for these young athletes coming into our community, and it's really important to the Pittsburgh organization that they have a safe place where they can live while they're here during the summer.
So tell us a little bit about what you're looking for and what the requirements are if you are interested in being a host family.
Yeah, pretty much is that we just ask a place for them to live during the summer while they're here. A lot of families will include these athletes in a lot of their family activities as well. But you can do as much as you want or as little as you'd like. But primarily just a place for them to call home for the summer. And then when they come home at night, make them feel like they're part of your family. It's important.
And I know we've talked about this before. This program really is so incredibly rewarding for so many. I love some of the stories you've shared with me over the years of the host families that have really bonded with these athletes and just made a difference for the whole family.
Right, absolutely. I mean, a lot of the players that was here in the previous years, they stay in contact with their host moms and dads and call them little brothers and sisters while they were here. And some of these athletes, they've grown up and they've gotten married over the years and got their own families now, and they share a lot of photos and just a lot of memories and good times with their host families.
Not to mention being able to go outside and throw the ball.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, they'll go out and just when they come into town, a lot of these guys they're very young themselves, and when they're away from the ballpark, they're just like any other young person. Sometimes it's they're just like a little kid again themselves. They'll get out there with the youth in the neighborhoods and get over in an empty field and throw the ball around with them and just have a good time.
That's great. So now, if you are interested in being a part of this program, what do they need to do?
Okay, you can contact us at hostfamily@bristolbaseball.com, or you can give us a call at 423-366-6205 or 276-206-9946. And guaranteed, if you get involved with this, you're going to love it and you want to keep doing it forever.
Yeah, I know you've said that you've got some families that have done this for years.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
yeah,
great.
we do it ourselves. We always have 4 of the guys that stay with us. We got a couple extra bedrooms. Our kids are grown and out of the house, and it's a lot of fun. It really is.
And it starts at the beginning of June, is that right?
Yes, the team arrives on June the 16th, and we need to have them in housing by June the 19th. And we typically like to get them in there on the 18th and get them settled down, because actually on the 19th they start playing baseball. So just short transition time and they're out to work again.
That's great. Well, hopefully someone out there is watching and is interested and will pick up the phone, and we definitely want to have enough host families because this is a great program for Bristol.
Yeah, and another thing about it, this community, these kids, a lot of them come from all around different parts of the world, different parts of the United States, and they go back to their host, or excuse me, to their homes they're from, whether it be in Latin America or California or West Virginia, wherever, and they always have these wonderful stories about our community. So this is truly, truly a great place to live.
It really is. Well, thank you so much for being on today.
Well, thank you for having us.
And thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.